Fans of the popular procedural 911 definitely did not anticipate seeing the name Abby Clark in Season 8. Nevertheless, a reference to the character turns into a significant story point in this week's episode. A woman at an adjacent table expresses interest in Buck, who is celebrating his 6-month anniversary with Tommy by going out to dinner. Tommy admits that he was previously engaged to Abby Clark when Buck asks him whether he has ever dated a woman. When Buck learns that he and his lover have an ex, he naturally struggles at first. He is also concerned about Tommy's treatment of Abby, but Buck is unaware that this is only the beginning of Tommy's history of negative behavior. After Buck gets over this, he asks Tommy to move in with him, which causes them to split up. What role does this callback play in Season 8 of the program then? For those who might need a reminder, one of the primary characters in Season 1 of 911 was Abby Clark. While caring for her mother, she worked as a 911 operator. When Abby and Buck first spoke on the phone, she utilized her profession to find his number and get in touch with him. Before Abby moved for Ireland in order to start over, she dated Buck during Season 1. For a large portion of Season 2, Buck waited for Abby while she went about her life, ignored his calls, and met her future fiancé. The fact that Abby had recently been dumped by a man named Tommy was referenced in passing in the 911 premiere episode. Even though Tommy is a rather common name, it was noteworthy that there were several characters with the same name in the show's universe, not to mention Tommy from 911 Lone Star. Making Tommy Kennard the same Tommy Abby had dated was a humorous decision made by the show. In addition to being completely amusing, this causes Buck and Tommy to split up. The fact that 911 mentions Abby in the same episode that Buck and Tommy split up is not coincidental. Before dating Tommy, Buck claims that his relationship with Abby was the most transforming of his love relationships. At this point, Tommy is totally taken aback when Buck offers him to live with him. Despite his intense love for Buck, Tommy claims he doesn't think he will be his last. Tommy's statement that he believes Buck will eventually leave him seems to be an indication that he has seen the potential undertones of Buck's connection with Eddie Ryan Guzman. Although Buck's relationships with Tommy and Abby were never intended to last, they are both crucial to his storyline. By dating Abby, Buck was able to mature and move past Buck 1.0. Buck was more deliberate, considerate, and willing to commit when he ended the relationship. Buck became more at ease with himself after coming out as bisexual with the support of dating Tommy. He will be preparing for the next phase of his character arc by ending this relationship, which may also cause him to finally look at his relationship with Eddie from a new angle. One of the nicest aspects of 911 has been Buck's character growth. This may have been influenced by Buck's love connections, but his growth extends much beyond that. He began the show acting quite impetuously, doing what he wanted, when he wanted, and rarely giving other people much thought. Buck's newfound family at the 118 aided in his development as a more deliberate and considerate individual. Although Buck has always had a big heart, he now considers more carefully and doesn't always act without thinking. Furthermore, Buck's Begins episode provides a great deal of insight into his past and the reasons behind his character development from childhood to adulthood. Buck has been through a lot, and it is very heartwarming and significant to see how far he has gone. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.